Hi guys, it's me Eric, and I'm going to talk about my raging against other drivers on the road. Piss me off. Been driving for 5 years, and people, I swear to God, you cut me off, I'm going to cut your back. Alright, but anyways, let's talk about my recent experience on why I hate driving so much. It pisses me off. You could be cruising down the highway, cruising down the road, jamming to some AC/DC or jamming to your favorite band or whatever. You get up to close to an intersection or a restaurant, a guy decides to turn out in front of you and to force you to hit your damn brakes. And then decides to turn again when you had no one behind you. I'm like, seriously? You could have just waited till I passed and then turned again. No, you gotta piss my ass off and fucking turn when I'm going straight, and then turn again, turn out in front of me, and turn again. Ah! Okay, that's one thing I hate about driving. The next thing I hate about driving is people are impatient. Especially when they tailgate the crap out of you. You could be doing the speed limit or fucking 10 miles over the speed limit. They're right on your ass. Legitly. Like, let's say this is me. Okay? Okay, this is me, and this is me, this is a guy. I'm going so fast, and he's like right there on my ass. I'm like, dude, get off my ass. So I pull over so he can pass me. That's what I do when they're just driving so damn fast and they just don't want to pass you or they can't pass you. It irritates the fuck out of me. I had a cop pull a guy over for tailgating me. I laughed at that. That was amazing. But I pulled over too, thinking he pulled both of us over. But I looked in the rear view and he's like, "Go ahead, go." I said, "Cool." So I took off. You see the cop lights. Oh shit, pull over. It's just an instinct you have. Yes, I taped my hands. I got a couple blisters on my hands. It eliminates the. If I go poke something, it eliminates that when I tape them up. Don't tape them too tight. Loose tape them so you get some blood flowing through them. People don't get that and they tie it too tight. It's like, oh, it's hurt. Alright. But anyways, that's two things. Here's the third thing. People cutting people off. I've had it experienced, especially on the freeway, when the speed limit is clearly 75. The minimum speed limit to go on that is 55. Now, I was in a Neon and it was having engine problems. Well, it wasn't engine problems. It couldn't take 70, so I could only go probably 5 miles under the speed limit on the expressway. So I would drive in the right lane. That's for slow, new driver. I would suggest new drivers drive in the right lane on the freeway. And the other lanes are for the aggressive, the fast drivers and stuff. So yeah, I mean, I was in the second lane. I was passing a semi because the semis can only go 55, 60 on the highway or the freeway. And I had this guy. All right, I'm in the middle lane. This guy, he's just zooming along. He cuts me off at the last freaking minute. I laid on my horn, and it got stuck. So it was like, instead of a beep beep, it was more like a beep, and it kept going. So I had to pull off to the side of the road to see if I could fix it, and all I did was hit it a few times and it fixed it. So I got to be careful on how hard I hit the horn or it's gonna beep the whole way through there. Let's see. Also, that's three things. Here's the fourth thing I hate about driving so much is I legitly hate people when they're slow drivers, especially when the speed limit's 55, they're doing 10 miles under the speed limit. That pisses me off. That means you're too scared to ride the speed limit. You're too scared to be on the road If you're too scared to be on the road, you shouldn't be driving, period. I've been in my fair share of accidents. I've totaled my mom's car. I'm lucky to be alive. Um, my brothers are lucky to be alive. I had them in my car with me, and enough of that. My fault. I wasn't feeling good, and I thought it was clear to go, and I start going, and this van appeared out of nowhere. It teleported in front of my path. I don't know what happened, but I was a wreck when that happened. But the family's okay. Everybody survived. That's always good news. Also, my buddy's like on Facebook, yo, you want to play some Dead Nation? Well, I can't. I'm doing my freaking vlog. You can wait a few seconds. But anyways, another thing that I hate about driving is when people take so many risks. Just like the other day, I was driving to work. This guy wanted to get into McDonald's. He couldn't wait because I had no one behind me. He was in the other. He turns into the place. I literally had to stop. And he goes. I'm like, dude, I had no one behind me. You could have waited till I went, but no, you forced me to stop, and that pisses me off. My tip to you, if you encounter me on the road, do not piss me off. If I could teleport to work, I would. If I could teleport, I would. This way I wouldn't be on the road. I wouldn't get tickets for doing 5 miles over the speed limit or 11 miles over the speed limit. We'll see. What else we got? Let's see. I talked about tailgaters. Oh, here we go. The old broads who doesn't know how to check the blind spots. Check your blind spots every 5 minutes, especially when you're changing lanes or trying to especially changing lanes. If you use your mirrors to check them, you're not gonna see what's going on. If you're gonna pass and not use your blind spots, then get up to where you can see their damn headlights in your rear view mirror, or the mirror up here, and pass them that way. But always check your blind spots, because I had a girl who was old enough to be my mom, legitimately at least had 20 more years of driving experience than what I have. I only have 5. It's going to be 6 February. And the rookiest mistake of all, she didn't check the blind spot. She hits me. The cool part of it is, though, she couldn't get out of her driver's seat door. I could still open my passenger door. But it's another thing I hate. People who do not know what they're doing on the road. I see it every day. After watching Final Destination, I am so scared to death of semi-trucks, any type of big truck. After watching that movie, I am scared to death of them semis. So I am done watching scary movies. Final Destination is off my watch list. I'm sticking to comedies. They're a lot better to deal with. I like a laugh. Not a fucking scare that could happen in fucking real life. Fuck that. Also, cops. Not my favorite subject. I know we need cops out there to try to give us a right to survive, a right of putting the bad people behind bars. But pulling me over of a speeding ticket, seriously, I was only doing 11 over. Someone could be shooting somebody and you're here talking to me about speeding. To me, if I was doing 15 miles over, pull me over. Do not pull me over when I'm doing 11. Because there could be a person out there shooting somebody and you're there fuddling because I was speeding. I'd rather have you take care of the person that's shooting somebody, or a car accident, taking care of that, than a speeding ticket. That is my opinion. I know speeding is against the law. I know that, but I know how to drive. It's not my first rodeo. I've been driving for 5 years. I know I'm still learning how to drive. I'm probably still going to be learning how to drive when I have 40 years of experience. But pulling me over at that speed limit, I would see you pulling me over for 15 to 20 miles over. But for 11, that's about median. Come on. You could be arresting somebody else for shooting or robbing, or someone could be robbing a bank at that time. Who knows? Cops are just not my friends. But when he pulled me over, though, I know Thunder talked about this in his last video. I told him go ahead and talk about it a little bit. But he was the nicest. I mean, he was the coolest dude on the planet. He just said, "How you doing?" I'm doing all right. Just on my way to work, and I wanted to get something to eat and stuff like that. And whose car's name under? I had to tell him it was my dad's name, because if I lied and told him it wasn't, then I would have probably got charged with a bigger fine than what I had to, or possibly arrest for lying to a cop. Do not lie to a cop. Tell the honest truth. You'll be okay. You probably will have less consequences if you don't lie. So he was cool about it. I asked him, "Do you need the proof of insurance?" He's like, "No, just give me your license." So I gave him the license. It took about 5-10 minutes, and then he come back with the citation ticket. You're doing 11 miles over. Just do not speed, and have a great day. And I asked him, "Okay, so what do I got to do?" Because it's been a while since I had to do this ticket. And he said, "Just call the court, and they'll tell you how much it is, and you just mail it, and you should be good to go." I said, "All right. Yeah, well, have a good day, cop. You too." So, but he was a lot nicer than the one back in St. Charles. That's in Michigan. I know I've said that. Thunder said that in his other video too. And 5 over, he was in a bad mood and gave me a ticket for 5 over, $105. Not a big deal, but still, it shouldn't have been $105. It should have been at least, I would have to say at least $65, at least, not $105. But let's talk about my recent trip to Detroit. I had to go pick up my dad from the Metro Airport, and my grandpa suffered a heart attack, and he had to be down there. And me and my cousin had to go down to Detroit to pick him up, because I guess they were getting snow in Minnesota, and that was where he was flying from. But we seen at least 30 cops on our way down there. I mean, we get close to Detroit, all you can see is sirens, and if you were speeding, you were getting pulled over no matter what. So we did the speed limit. We didn't feel like getting pulled over. I'd probably be the one getting the ticket. So yeah, this is my video on why I hate driving so much. I know there's probably more, but I wanted to get some of these off my chest. I swear, someone's got to develop a teleporter so I could just teleport to work, or event gloves or something. You put them on and you're there. If they could invent that, or if I can invent that, I would be set. I wouldn't have to work a day in my life. Well, this is Eric, and peace out to my next funny vlog. I think we're going to be singing the Beach Boys next week, so stay tuned. Peace out, YouTube. Yeah.